Although it was built in 1270, it was the new synagogue, and it's Gothic. What happened was a synagogue was built nearby, and that one got called the new one. Survived many fires, and in this, you can't get photos anyway, so here's what you would see. An old ark, Rabbi Lowe's chair. Rabbi Lowe? Who's Rabbi Lowe? Well, Rabbi Lowe supposedly made a man from clay and brought him to life. Placing a magic stone tablet. And Gollum went berserk, so Rabbi Lowe had to remove it. He's a Talmudic school director. And this is how it would look, because you can't have any video or camera in these places. Like many of the places here. This also, they said the interior has some masonry to be repaired because of the flood in 2002. No flood. This is the High Synagogue, as you can see right over here. It was also part of the Jewish Town Hall. It's not anymore. It was financed by Mordecai Meisel, the mayor of the Jewish town in the 1570s. It's across this way from the old New Synagogue. Old New Synagogue. High Synagogue. There's the entrance to the cemetery where over 100,000 people have probably been buried. Here's what the cemetery would have looked like. And you can see, since founded in 1478, for 300 years, it's the only place where Jews are permitted to be married. And it's over 12 layers deep, 12,000 gravestones crammed in a little tiny space, and estimated 100,000 were buried here, the last in 1787, including Rabbi Lowe. Gollum. This is the Municipal House. That's a mosaic entitled Homage to Prague. Now, what is the big deal about this place? Well, beside many different events in Czech history, in particular, Czechoslovakia became a nation. It was here where it was signed in 48, I believe. 1918, October 28th. And then, of course, communism took hold here, but in 1989, the Civic Forum and the Communist Party held negotiations in which the Velvet Revolution took place and hands were given over. So right here is one of the oldest entries into Prague, called the Powder Tower. Because it held, guess what? Talc. Oh, gunpowder. Now the Powder Gate's been here since the 11th century. And it was one of the 13 entrances into the old town. And in 1475, King Vladislav laid the foundation. This is a new tower, and there it is. Museum of Communism. That's destruction of literature. Marshall Plan. In the 50s. Soviet MiG fighter.
Yeah.
Soviet tool shop.
pagan monuments here. This one was overlooking the Vltava River on the castle side. It's a classroom. It's all about education, isn't it? Get them early. The student with the gas mask, uniform, different books, games, all about communism. Here's a little ditty here. So the communists knew that education basically is the place to go. You got to indoctrinate. And we developed a whole check system and encouraged kids from first grade on to hate the wealthier classes and democratic states, as well as religion in respects to revolutionary traditions. Yay. Agriculture. Saddleback. The initial athletes they didn't trust, but later it was a way to show off how communism was superior to the bourgeois. It's living room. What a store shows. That's 1957. It started to relax after Stalin's death. We got a little bit more pragmatist, more open stuff. Now, U.S. currency, if you got $20, you could change it in for 62 6 crowns, which would be 800 check, which was how much a monthly wage would be for a shop assistant. Basically, socialism prices were good for even low-wage workers. The problem was not that the prices were good, but scarcity. The problem is Soviets didn't care about the environment, so there's like air quality. It's terrible in some places. You can't even go. So at the beginning, giving the people back the power. Basically, that was the beginning of the secret police.
I have a watch. Do you?
Was that the Czechs knew that the Americans helped defeat Hitler, they loved country and western, and they gave America from World War I, so the Soviets had to battle that. Collusion of paper, revolutions, scribblers in exile. Last in America. Democracy. These are swastikas. Border guard equipment. This is the secret police. eyeglasses. Photos.
Jejich hlas byl vydáván za veřejné mínění, za nesouhlas s politickou orientací našeho státu. Přišli i mnozí mladí lidé bez jakýchkoliv politických zkušeností, z nichž většina má o slovech, která opakují po organizaci. That's when we started the taping here, Prague. And that's the Museum of Communism. This is the Tabor Gate. This is the Vyshrat. It's famous, and it's only second in Czech history in terms of its importance compared to the Castle of Prague. It is where the birth of the Czech nation stood in myth, where Princess Lebus stood and predicted the rise of a great city. It literally means high castle, probably founded middle of the 10th century in 972 by Boleslav II, and 1085 Radislav. He used this as his residence. Smetana and Dvorak are both interned up here. The thing about Lebus is that she ended up marrying just a plain old farmer. I'll explain later. Here's our Czech map. We just came from over here at the Communist Museum. We took the train from here to here to here to... Wow, out here. We're way up here. There we are. There's the Tabor Gate. We're right here. Overlooking 14th century fortifications by Charles Chucky. There she is. I once stood approaching the Leopold Gate, 17th century. The walls, oh, clay. Here in St. Paul, it's new, believe it or not. Cemetery, the most prominent Czech citizen cemetery. This is where Princess Lebus said a great city would rise. This is Prague. The view of the castle from this side river is blocked. Construction. Now we're near the Church of St. Cyril. or Cyril, as in Cyrillic alphabet, and Methodius, or Methodios. You need to say. Now, down by those trees is Charles Square, a nice little place, hang out by university. And this is the Church of St. Cyril and Methodius, the people that brought Christianity here. And this is a memorial. It's these two people, the two Czech parachutists, resistance fighters in 42, were held up here. They were the men who, and you can see the bullet holes by the Nazis in trying to get these men, attempt to apprehend them, were hunting them down for them killing the Butcher of Prague, the Protectorate, the head man, Reinhard Heydrich. And that was early in 42. Who knows what Heydrich would have thought up of next? Now walking back to Eastney Pavlova, this should be the church of St. Ignatius, a Baroque church, a Baroque. Yeah, sure is an MDT, sorry about the shirts. At the beautiful Czech countryside here as we go from Praha to Český Budějovice, which is the maker, well, there's a brewery there, of the beer Budvar. And Budvar has been made in their beer, you know, Budweiser. Budweiser makes Budvar. Making a lot longer than the company in St. Louis, and there's been a legal tussle about that for years. We're on our way to Salzburg. Willkommen to Liechtenstein. We're here in the Tourist Information Bureau. Official passport stamp of Liechtenstein right now. Finding a page.
You have a preferred page?
No. Whatever page that you decide.
I take this one.
There we go. It's official. It is official.
You are here.
Dankeschön.
Bitte schön.
Here is the downtown Liechtenstein. There's the bus stop. That's the bus I'm taking later. We're going to spend 2 nights in the mountains in Melbourne. And now we're off to get Frank's. The lady inside the information center was fantastic. Here's part of downtown pedestrian zone, Liechtenstein. Post office. Now we're going to go good to the bank. That's the Castle Vaduz. You can walk around it. You cannot go in because this is a principality. There's a nice mural by some school kid. I don't know if you can see the mountains. You know, they do have a silver medalist one time in downhill skiing. Their main industry? Stamps. This is the main thoroughfare in the capital, Vaduz. Where we are now. See? One enjoys one of the highest standards of living in the entire world. I have facts and figures for you to absolutely blow you away. There's a nice view. Liechtenstein. Open Air Film Festival. Tonight's showing 1 hour photo under the stars. Here is Vaduz. Sean is the train we took in.
that's Vaduz, city here in the valley on the Rhine. See, there's the Rhine River in blue. And of course, we want a little history. Here we go. Vaduz is the capital principality of Liechtenstein. Vaduz comes in name in ancient Latin language when the Romans ruled here. In 1150, Vaduz was first mentioned in records. 1342, occupied. 1719, we got a prince. Hans Adolf of Liechtenstein took over. And etc., etc., etc. Biggest industries, again, dentures and stamps. Alright, the haze is lifted a little bit. Let's sit down here, have a little lunch. Here's the room. Now, I was told it was for $40 a night. I know this doesn't look great, but I thought I was gonna have a shared bathroom. No, And let's check out the balcony view here. If I can get. Oh, okay. I figured it out. Shared balcony. Restaurant Galena. We're at about, I think, 1,600 meters. That's where I'll have breakfast. Do a little hiking tomorrow. We are set. As you can see, I've used this, having my own bathroom, as an opportunity to get some laundry, because they didn't have any. But now, what? Listen, Kevin, listen. Not the dogs. Not the dogs. Cows. Go hiking up there tomorrow. That's the town of Malboon. It's basically a ski resort, so summer's just dead, so to speak. There's a film festival down in the city. I already told you that. Now, you can't see this, but we'll go to Traisenberg tomorrow, and you can see the Rhine River as it flows north toward the North Sea. Well, good morning, everyone. July 11th. Today's a hiking day and a falconry show. Can't give it to you. It's somewhere over there. See, right there's going to be a falcon show at 15. You might know it as 3 p.m. And of course, we have the music of the morning and the night. Our friends. We're down to Triesenberg and take the Philosopher's Path. And then later on today, after there, we'll go up the chairlift to 2,000 meters. Well, good morning, everyone. I took a wrong turn. And just now, a young mother helped me, gave me some directions. Hopefully it works and I remember. We're going to take the Philosopher's Way, but I don't know where we went. There you go, there's a little pan. Smell of farms. LJ, you got that? You know that one. Alright. And you can see in the distance, it's very foggy. The snow capper. Now, that is the River Rhine. I think we're at the very beginnings of it. The origins must start around there. And that is Switzerland on the other side of it. Switzerland. Lonely Planet made a comment that wasn't very nice. It said Switzerland is wasted on the Swiss. By the way, there's the young lady that helped me. Very nice of her. Very nice. Yes, I am running into a little bit of a language barrier. That's alright. Alrighty, we just came from that opening. And now we've hit the wooded portion to get to the Philosopher's Way. 你好，你好吗？我姓张，你好，老叔. I just saw my first European deer. A lot of wildflowers,
Butterfly. Here's a little bench. Hopefully I'm going the right way. And here's your view from the bench. In front of us we got butterflies, flies, wildflower. Alright, here we are. Now that's your capital city. That's Vaduz. Liechtenstein's about 33,000 people. About 5,000 or 6,000 live in Vaduz, the capital. Again, I don't know if I made the right turn. That's okay. Volist, philosopher path. Okay, we're here at the Falcon Show. I'm the Falconer, and he is the Falcon. As we're sitting, a lovely Falconer Hotel. Oh, what's there? Oh, that's a good big old crow coming down here.
Die Falkenei stammte aus den Ebenen der Mongolei und Kasachstan vor etwa 4000
You just
Jahren.
said that the Falcons can come and rip people's eyes out with its talons. I could easily pull a Wrigley Field roof down thing. No, I'm not one of those people.
Damit sie leichter sind zu fliegen. Jetzt machst du noch Stretching. Hier ist ein Mädchen, sie wird auf den Namen Hobbit, hat ein Alter von 4 Jahren. Ist eine sehr liebe, anhängliche Falkendame und eine sehr erfolgreiche Fasanjägerin. Letztes Jahr hatten wir mehrere Ausstellungen mal gut, da ging diese Dame hier bei jeder Vorführung zuerst die Ausstellung abschauen, dass dann ein bisschen rumsteht. Erst in dem Moment, wenn sie sich vergewissert hatte, kam sie zur Vorführung zurück. Das ging dann mal eine halbe Stunde. Zeit wussten wir nicht, wie viel Leute und gleichzeitig die Hose jetzt auch gut sehen, dass sie mit dem Kopf liegt. Wenn sie mit dem Kopf